Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. I appreciate you being a viewer and subscriber. I'm going to give you the latest news as far as stimulus is concerned and what you can expect going forward, as well as some brand new information about the country, about the economy, and about your money so you don't have to spend the time going through all the news yourself. Let's just jump right in. On your screen, you'll see a tweet from Reuters Health which says that President Biden will sign 10 executive orders today to fight the pandemic, and these will include directing that disaster relief funds be used to reopen schools and requiring that people wear masks on planes and buses. Keep in mind that the president has already mandated wearing masks on federal property. So I think that every time we see someone walking around any federal building, they're going to be required by executive order to wear a mask. So it seems that the president is acting very quickly here. You'll see another tweet on your screen from USA Today Politics, which says that the president will invoke the Defense Production Act to boost the supply of testing and vaccination supplies, and there'll be a whole bunch of other directives as well. And a new tweet from Ross Levitt, who's a supervising producer for CNN in Washington, D.C., tells us that the situation with vaccine distribution is really bad. I'll be doing another detailed video on what exactly is happening with vaccine distribution so you know what's going on. But apparently, they were told by a source there is nothing for us to rework. We are going to have to build everything from scratch. Here's a tweet on your screen from Melanie Zanona, who's a Congress reporter for Politico. And apparently, the House Minority Leader, the Republican from California, Kevin McCarthy, there he is. Hello, McCarthy. He's changed his tune. So, Kevin McCarthy, who had previously said that Trump did bear some responsibility for the incident at the Capitol, said he does not think that Trump incited this situation. He said, "I don't believe he provoked." If you listen to what he said at the rally, in fact, I have done another video where I highlighted the things that Trump said at the rally. I encourage you to watch that video. That video is called Triggered. That video is called Triggered. Please watch that video, and you can decide for yourself whether Trump's words incited the Capitol incident or not. Speaking of Trump, you'll see this tweet on your screen from Andrew Feinberg, who said that Facebook's oversight board is reviewing the decision to indefinitely suspend Trump's access to Facebook and Instagram. And I guess we'll find out when they decide. Also, here's a segment from Senator Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota, Democrat from Minnesota. Super important segment. And I think that we should all check this out because it's extremely important that we know this. Let's roll the tape.
I think going back to what used to be called earmarks, they could be called congressionally initiated projects, would be helpful, especially for some of the rural areas, because we have a good sense of what's going on in our states. You have done the work with, which was brought up before, Smart Streets, your initiative to help improve safety, revitalize downtown South Bend, and actually on a bipartisan basis, I've been leading that recreational trails program funding. Thank you for the note about my hair sticking straight up, Doug. That was nice. Thank you. That was really nice and subtle. But in any case,
And in also other important news, what President Biden has done is he has pushed back, he has deferred the student loan payments. The student loan payment deferrals will be extended until October 1st at the earliest, which will provide more breathing room to students when it comes to making their loan payments. Now, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about the negotiations that are going on between Chuck Schumer, the new Senate Majority Leader, and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. So they're now talking about the next stimulus package. So now there are two schools of thought. Should the Democrats construct a large package and go big? Or should they take a little bit of a nibble now and pass some executive orders so that they can get $1,400 stimulus checks out right away? They are actually discussing this. So the question now for the Democrats is go big or go fast. So the Democrats are actually considering passing a bill as early as next week to provide more money for the vaccine as well as the $1,400 stimulus checks. They're considering doing that without going through an extensive complex bill. Pretty interesting that they're actually discussing this right now. But again, that's going fast versus going big and having another large stimulus package that makes its way from the House through to the Senate. Now, keep in mind, it is going to be a very popular thing for them to do, to go fast and essentially free up more money for vaccine distribution. That money is going to have to come from somewhere. They may have to tap into FEMA money, just like Trump did when he tapped into FEMA money for the Lost Wages Assistance Program. But if they go fast, the question is, do they want to go fast and do something popular, or do they want to hold out for something much bigger and get the support of several Republicans? So the question is, Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader, do you want to do something that's fast, or do you want to work with the Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell, and do something that's big? But then the big thing is not going to happen right away. The big thing is probably going to happen in the end of February or early March. Now, there are some pros and cons to passing something fast. If they pass something fast, there is some concern that the Republicans will be like, I signed the $900 billion package and I'm also letting you do this quick thing. Then why do we need to come back and do something larger? Why do we need to come back and do something much more comprehensive? In other words, there is some consensus amongst the Democrats that doing something fast will let Republicans off the hook and give them some cover to say, hey, look, we already did $900 billion, which, by the way, is what Mitt Romney from Utah and Senator Lisa Murkowski from Alaska are already saying. I did do another video yesterday where I talked about Republican senators who are skeptical of any additional stimulus. So doing something fast could reduce the chances of getting bipartisan support for something large and comprehensive down the road. Now, when I say down the road, I mean in the next month or two. So, in other words, if the Democrats nibble right now and do something fast through an executive order or reallocating money from FEMA, will the Republicans be willing to come back and support them for extending unemployment insurance benefits, which end in the middle of March, extending them all the way until September or October, which is what President Biden wants in his $1.9 trillion stimulus plan? Will they say, nah, we're not going to support you with that? And then that opens some new calculations about whether Democrats are going to pursue reconciliation. There's only a limited number of times that Democrats can pursue reconciliation. So they want to keep that in their back pocket and they want to use it as necessary. So they do want to try and get bipartisan support from the Republicans, and they do want to get enough Republican senators to be able to pass another large stimulus package. But they don't want the risk of doing something quickly and doing something that's popular to eliminate the chances of doing something that is large and something that could take a little bit more time, because they want to. President Biden has said that he wants to try and get bipartisan support. So you can't really do everything at one time. Something has to give somewhere. We'll wait and see what happens, because this is the nature of the dynamic between the Democrats right here, led by Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader, and the Republicans right here, led by the Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell. Let me know what you think. Should something be done fast? And it is popular, so there will be support to get it done fast. Or should something be done slowly, and should something more comprehensive be done in a month or two? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts and interacting with our community. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Choda with Ignition Time. If you don't know anything about me, check out some information about me. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. I am a proud patriot. I'm a proud citizen of this beautiful country. For me, it's not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm American. I encourage you to subscribe to our channel. Please click subscribe. Please enable notifications, and please ignite that like button, because the name of our channel is Ignition Time. We release videos every day, and we release important content about the country, about the economy, and about your money. You can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. And you can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. In fact, here's my Twitter feed. I encourage you to follow me on Twitter, because you'll learn in real time what I'm reading. I retweet, and you'll be able to essentially read and follow news stories side by side with me. So I encourage you to follow me on Twitter. Now, I encourage you to also comment below, because one of the incredible things about our community is that our community is growing, it's bipartisan, it's respectful. So please comment below. You might make some new friends. Also, please share this video with just 2 friends or family members, just 2 friends or family members. I'd really appreciate that. We always include a link in the description section below to all our resources, multiple links at times, so you can always follow those news stories on your own. Once again, please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time.